Hello and welcome to episode 6 on the YouTube channel. Today, this may look a bit different. You're probably thinking, well, this isn't Bluebell Lakes, and well, it's not. We're here on my syndicate, Crown Lakes Embryo in Peterborough. It's a 15-acre former clay pit. It goes down to 50 foot in some places. There's 11 swims on the lake, so you know obviously you get that extra space when you're on a syndicate, rather than going to somewhere like Bluebell with pegs that far apart. All 3 rods are fishing at the minute. 2 rods are in the margins and 1 rod's out in about 35 feet of water. And you're thinking, well, you're not going to get a bite with that fishing that deep, and maybe I'm not, but this lake has form of pulling some big fish out in deep water. So I'll run you down on a couple of facts quickly about the lake. Lake record is currently 34 pounds-ish, but for all we know, there could be a lot bigger fish in here. They just haven't been caught yet. There's roughly 300 fish in here. When Embryo took over the lake, they stocked the lake with 300 carp. 70 escaped into Little Crown, and some have been taken by otters. Obviously, there's an otter fence around the lake, and another thing I love about this is in a country park, so it's an absolutely lovely place to be. You get these private little swims with padlocked gates and whatnot, and you get just absolutely acres and acres of casting distance. So I am actually fishing on my furthest rod. I'm fishing 110 yards, which is a long way over there. But this swim commands a lot of water. It's called Flynn's. So if you're on the Crown Lakes syndicate, I am on a Flynn swim at the minute. So when I'm looking out in front of me, not a lot happening. I haven't seen any shows. I've been here for about 7 hours or so. Took my time getting sorted, getting prepared for the session in front of me. Everything's sorted now, and we're now fishing. Obviously, did 10 large spoms of bait over each rod just to get the swim started. Got a huge tub of carp pellets from my local tackle shop, Gilder's, and just covered the whole thing in Corder's moonshine goo. So that's just glugging in there nicely for tomorrow. Nothing else is happening. I'll show you with the camera now. Well, I'll record it tomorrow, but I'll show it in the final edit. It drops off so quickly on this lake. It's scary, and for that reason, a good reason, wading is banned on here. A couple of years ago, someone did drown in this lake. Morbid as it sounds, it's true. It's a dangerous place to be. Yeah, they were swimming when you're not allowed to swim in this lake. Got into a bit of trouble, and well, you know, they took their last breath and sunk to the bottom of the lake. So that's that. I'm gonna get some food on actually, because I'm quite cold and I'm quite hungry, because I haven't actually eaten today, and it's almost 4 o'clock. And now the clocks have gone back. It gets dark at 4:30, so I haven't got long before I'm in the pitch black. So I'm going to turn the camera off now, stop waffling, and that was some ducks just behind me. Turn the camera off, stop waffling, and get some food, and then maybe we might be in a chance to get an early fish. But I'm not going to hold my breath, because I don't know, this place is unpredictable. So stop waffling now, and I'll see you in a bit. Good morning. Well, I say good morning, it's more like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Nothing to record today really, but I hooked a duck earlier. I have no clue how it hooked itself. It was my left hand rod, and it's in the margins in about 15 feet of water. So how the hell that got a hold in my rig, I don't know. But yeah, it was nailed in the bottom lip, so I know my rig's working. As bad as that sounds, you can probably hear on the bivvy as well. It's been raining most of the day, so no point in taking the camera out to record useless stuff, because you know, I don't want to ruin my camera. But yeah, the weather's been miserable. There's been a couple of shows out in front of me, but nothing to go by really. There's been the odd show every couple of hours, all in different parts of the of my swim. But I did recast this morning, and I put fresh hook baits. So the baits I'm using are the coconut cream National Instant Action pop-up, the sticky manila pop-up, and of course the good old Nash Scopex squid pop-up, if you can, there we go. The rigs I'm using, the ones I've been using every blog, it's the good old Ronnie rig, just like so. Obviously this doesn't have an anti-tangle sleeve, so it's simply IQ boom, just like that, with a crimp on the end, both sides. Very simple to tie, just get the crimp tool. There you go. And then it's a size 4 Kamakura curve shank, I believe it is, or a claw hook, one of those. It is a Kamakura. Sits off the bottom like that. It has no rig putty on it at the minute, but that goes just behind this this last crimp before the hook. And then we've got a ring swivel to clip. I can't remember what they're called. And then that's covered by shrink tubing. And obviously you've got your rig swivel just there, and the swivel stop just like that. A quick tip: if you're ever using these Ronnie rigs, what I like to do just to make that hook more aggressive when it's sitting on the bottom. Imagine, let me just come closer to the camera. Imagine you've got barbs on your hook. Make sure the stop is opposite to where the barb would be. So I'll just bring that back a tiny bit. That's about where, just about where you want your, if it will focus. That's just about where you want your stop to be, your bead to be, wherever it is. So just like that, and then it creates a really aggressive hooking angle. So if you imagine the boilie pop-up sitting off the bottom like that, it creates a really aggressive hook angle, and you'll be nailing fish in their bottom lip every single time you get a hook up. So that's it's pretty much my go-to rig in every situation, other than when I'm using solid bags, in which I've got just your basic solid bag rigs. But that's everything. And then obviously you clip your anti-tangle sleeve on the back, just to cover this loop when it goes to the quick change swivel. In my case, I'm using the Corda lead core leaders with the ring. So I just get this end and just literally loop it around the hook, just like that, and then it creates that sort of stop just there. If it'll focus on it. Sorry about that. Yeah, so and then that hooks past the crimp, and it just makes it secure without having to use any more metal in your rig. Just makes for a simpler, more easy rig to use. Yes, it makes it a bit more fiddly changing rigs, but with these, the only ever time you're going to have to change your rig is when this gets damaged, the boom material. Otherwise, you can just snip a bit of anti-tangle sleeve off, change your hook, take the rig swivel off, and take the bead off, slip a new hook on, put some more string tubing on, and then re-put the rig swivel on, put your hook bait on, and cast out and catch a fish. So that's the rigs I'm using. I've shown you the hook baits, and that is pretty much all I've got to show you for the time being. Nothing's been out on the lake. This is I'm not sure if I said it before, but it's not the easiest lake to fish, because like I said, right above the rod tip it goes down to 20-25 feet of water, and I'm not on the deepest side of the lake at the minute. The opposite side is the deepest lake, where the car park is, gets down to 45-50 foot. Here it's still deep, it's still about 35 to 40 feet, but it's not as deep as over there. So yeah, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, why are you fishing that deep of water? But fish do come out in those depths, and when I first heard about that, I was surprised as well. But I've got one rod just chucks right out, 32 wraps, so that's that. It's a tiny little bar that I found just when I was leading about and feeling my way to the bottom. If you're using braid and you do it slowly, you can feel the lead go down a little bit. So I kept on casting out there until I found the bar, and then my right hand rod's just pub chucks, maybe a rod length and a half out, just with a couple of scoops of pellet out with it, with some of the quarter moonshine goo glugging in it. And then my left hand rod's just in the margin because it's a pretty good hot spot in this swim. So that's where my rods are placed, and that is pretty much everything I've got to update you with. So like I said, I'm doing a 2-night 3-day session here. I've been here for just over 24 hours. So I've got all rest of today and most of tomorrow. So you know, it's not the longest session I've done on the channel, but you know, it is what it is, to be honest. So I'm gonna have a little break from Bluebell, maybe for a month or so, and then we'll be back down there on Kingy, like I said in the last video. But we'll be doing a couple of sessions on here, and I'm going to try and get down Linear or Norton Disney in the next couple of months or so. So that's that. Nothing else to tell you that's gone on. Like I said, nothing's been out, but I'll let you know if anything does come out, because in the toilet block there's a little spreadsheet that you write all your catches down on, and with embryo syndicates, if you're on one of them, there's quite a few, I believe. The case on here is you have to report every catch so they can keep progress of how the fish are growing and all that. But that's that. There's a couple of nice named fish in here. There's one called Dave's Linear, well, Dave's Lin, that's 33 pounds, and it's a beautiful dark linear. That's the one I really want to catch out of this lake. But it's not the biggest. I think it's biggest is 34 pounds, I believe I said yesterday. Dave's Lin came out at 32 last time. So that's that. Nothing more to update you with, and I'll see you in a bit, maybe with a fish. But if not, I'm going to put a bit of bait out, not on the furthest out rod, because I did 20 spoms yesterday and today, so I'll leave that for probably until tomorrow morning. But I'll do a couple of slingshots of pellet and a bit of particle into my close-in rods. So without further ado, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to put some bait out on my left-hand rod and my rod just out in the shallower water, as you could say. I'm just going to use the scoop to flick some bait out. I don't need the spot at the minute, so I'm just going to get doing that. I'll turn the camera around and then I'll do the right hand rod. Well, my session at the Syndicate has come to an end now. I'm half packed up, just got to take my my bed chair out of the bivvy and put the bivvy down. But yeah, it's been a quiet one. I keep getting liners on the left hand rod, but it's in the margin. So I'm guessing fish are just using that as a sort of patrol route swimming through. So as far as actually any pickups, I'm not, sorry, I'm a bit high there. I'm not sure I've had anything. So apart from getting that duck, obviously, it's been a blank. Well, it has been a blank. It's expected on this tiny lake. Sometimes it does bites galore, sometimes it doesn't do any. But yeah, I'll most definitely be back here in the near future. In the meantime, where you're going to see me in the next video, I don't have a clue yet, to be honest, but hopefully it'll be somewhere different, because I do fancy going somewhere other than Bluebell, and obviously I'll be back here, but not in the next video. So that's the plan on that front. Nothing else to update you with, really. I've chucked all my bait into the just where I was fishing in the general area, probably about 1.5 kilos. It's obviously way too much bait, but I'm going now, so I don't have any use for that bait. So that's everything. Rods are still out, as you can see, just down there, and bivvy's still up, but food, my chair, spod rod, my clothes and my computer, all camera gear and all that's away, obviously, apart from what you're seeing at the minute. So yeah, I've just got to put my rods and my my bivvy away now. So I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. Sorry it's been an ultra short one, but first, I've only been here for 3 days. It's not a long session at all, and there's just really hasn't been anything to report, because you know the weather hasn't been great. No fish who came out, and well, there has been no shows to go by, because what I like to do on these sort of waters is, you know, fish where the fish are showing. You can't do that on Bluebell, obviously, because of how packed it is. But that's what I intended to do, but there just hasn't been anything to go by. So I stuck with the swim I'm in, and here I am blanking. But we've always got until the 11th hour. But that's that. So if no fish come by, I'll cut this bit out now. But if you're seeing this bit just now, I'm blanking, and the video is going to end here. So without further ado, I don't want to waffle on, but next video you'll see me somewhere different. Not sure when that'll be or where that'll be, but yeah, hopefully by the time you watch this, I would have made my mind up. So if you want updates on that front and fish pictures, just pictures in general, go and follow my Instagram, JackBellamy36. I'll put it in the description. But that's it. Like I said, I don't want to waffle on too much longer, but yeah, I hope you enjoy watching these videos, because I put a fair bit of effort into them, and you know, obviously I'm quite lucky in the position I am, getting to fish this much. But you know, I'm not taking it for granted. I'm putting the work in to make this work. So I'll see you in the next video. But till then, tight lines, guys, and yeah, if you catch anything, make sure you give me a message on YouTube or Instagram, and I'll be sure to respond. But like I said in the last video, if you need any tips on Bluebell lakes, or even any sort of deep water lakes like this, or just fishing in general, I'll be more than happy to help you. But I'll see you in the next video, guys. I don't really have an outro, so I'll see you in the next fishing video.